When did being the teacher's kid actually pay off? I remember sitting in class when they came to our room. Multiple contractors, installing a deadbolt on every classroom door that locked from the inside. The week before, protesters broke into our school and harassed students and teachers in the middle of class. One teacher tried to stop them and got spray paint straight to the face. She was sent to the hospital and is lucky she isn't currently blind. So, instead of just upgrading the main entrance security, the administration went nuclear. Every single door would have industrial grade locks that had to stay locked at all times during class. Only teachers would have keys, and no student could enter or exit without the teacher physically unlocking and relocking the door. My mom, who taught history at our school, actually thought it was a good idea, but none of the students did. I couldn't help but watch her tuck her key into her purse, knowing things were about to get bad. The first week was absolute chaos. Every time someone needed the bathroom, the teacher had to stop the entire lesson, walk to the door with their key, and unlock it for them. I watched Mr. Barlow completely lose his mind when 5 different students needed the bathroom during a single chemistry lab. Some teachers started refusing bathroom passes outright unless it was an absolute emergency, leading to kids literally squirming in their seats. The worst part was getting to class even a minute late. You'd have to knock, and sometimes for 5 full minutes, while the teacher finished explaining something before they'd come unlock the door. Everyone knew my mom was a teacher, so kids constantly cornered me in the hallways. Dude, can't you talk to your mom? This is insane. I didn't like it either, but then I got an idea. Another kid said, she has a key, right? You should just steal it. That comment stuck in my head. I've been sneaking into my mom's classroom lately, and since I knew the password to her computer, I'd check my upcoming test questions. This was the only thing holding my GPA together, and I'd fail if I couldn't cheat anymore. If I just had a key, I'd be able to keep doing it. By week 3, I got my 3rd consecutive failing test. I cracked. My mom always left her purse in the kitchen while she showered, so I went for it. For the next month, I kept sneaking into my mom's classroom, checking my test marks, and it paid off. My chemistry grade jumped up from a C to an A-, and everyone assumed I'd finally started studying. Some kids even asked if I'd done something about the keys, but I just shrugged and changed the subject. Eventually, I pushed my luck and completely forgot to put it back. She couldn't find it and frantically searched through her bags. I pretended to help her look everywhere until I eventually said maybe it fell out in the parking lot, knowing it was hidden in my calculator case. She had to request an emergency replacement from maintenance and was paranoid about losing it again. Meanwhile, I watched the lock system get worse and worse. A student with diabetes couldn't get to her insulin in time. A kid threw up on the door because he couldn't get out fast enough. I knew it was a matter of time before something horrible happened. Then, Thursday's chemistry lab started as normal. Just another boring experiment with burners and solutions I pretended to understand. Then Robbie knocked over his burner, the flame catching the paper towels, and immediately ignited an entire bottle of gas. The fire spread across the lab bench faster than anyone could react. Mr. Benson screamed for everyone to get out, racing to the door, but it wouldn't budge. He completely forgot about the lock system, and he rushed back to his desk. His hands shook as he fumbled for his key, patting his pockets, searching his drawers while smoke filled the room. "I can't find it," he yelled. We could barely hear over the fire alarm as other teachers were trying to get us out from the hallway. The smoke was getting thicker and nobody could see. Everyone was starting to cough and cry, and someone screamed that the fire was spreading to the chemical cabinet. Amaya was having an asthma attack, dropping to the floor where the air was clearer. Mr. Benson tried throwing a chair to break the window, but it just bounced off the glass. That's when I realized we were actually going to die in here because of these stupid locks. I knew what I could do, but if they found out I had a key, I'd get expelled, and my mom would lose her job. I looked over at Amaya, still holding her throat, and my hand went to my backpack. I grabbed my calculator case.